With an obstacle, I'ma catch y'all's. Switchiana is a box on the back of my gun. Fucking bitch, baby. I'm more than hating my head when they're Stacy and Hope. I'm an animal, I belong in a zoo. EO Vision, she the only fan. I'm a money maker, I'm the only man. Fellas that I know, I'm walking in restaurant still. I'm telling already. All the insurance account. So I need for I'm an animal, I belong in the zoo.
Nobody stop, man. Nobody stop.
My contact almost just fell out. I blinked it back in. ain't that hard, man. I'll be in the bank like, hey, Shinabi. He did not say that, bro. Who told him to say that? I'll be in the bank like, hey, Shinabi. Ooh. Okay. Work it like a stripper, but you're not a stripper yet. Dog it down with you yet. Had a 9 to 5 with you there. I just smoke a pound with you. Oh my, wanna vibe, what a wonderful time. Him deep on my niggas outside. Let it party, you all up in the right. Good day, you might have to spend the night, yeah. Yo, can niggas stop using that Instagram, YouTube screenshot format if they don't got shit to say? I've been up stupid late night. On it, the cooter. I see it's 3-way 223, is the police got fucked. If you snitch on me, I'm just what the fuck is this nigga in? Fucking hate Polly Walnut. He think I'm green, the bitch think I'm kale. Method green as fuck. Getting a check in every 2 weeks through the direct deposit. You do oxygen no Wi-Fi. Yeah, like future cut on my wrist. I'm in the stage, rocking that. I'm in that lady. I'm in my hoodie, bitch. I'm in my wrist. I'm like, bitch, cut on my wrist. Cut on my wrist. Cut on my wrist. Nope. Smoking on dope. Shorty has a whole lot of dope. Shorty said that she wants 9. Shorty has a whole lot of hope. Walking that bitch in her maid. Shorty, I feel like the Pope. I got these racks on me. I got these racks on me. I get pot and stick. I let him blast for me. Yep. Always let my homeboy keep that pole on him. Word of my mother. You know that. My Timbs. My Moncleasy. Shut up, bitch. It's not the 3 lines of the lean inside this cup. Ooh. Living fast, I put it low. That was trim, so you know I'm putting woe before the foes. Trim. Run 3 lines out of the lane inside the cop. I'm putting well before the fall. Yeah, like I'm in the clouds. That was trim. I don't want to listen to this. Where's Pretty? What are you talking about? Let's go. Skirt on, still got fire. 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 I don't give a fuck, I'm sitting low. I'm a fancy rap for show. I got hoes in the low. Oh, you be hoes, you know how that go. Oh, you be hoes, you know how that go. You drinking my motherfucking kids, so that I drink it slow. And I'm pants on dope. I don't fuck on the nine, Johnny, I don't fuck on a bro. I don't fuck on the nines, you wanna hold it down. Green forces. I got preen shit. Yeah, touch me. I got money, money, get a book of money, bitch. I got money, I got background, nigga, I got she got good coverage, she got good brain, she has good coverage.
We're on the same team.
Skirt on, still got fire. Skirt on, still got fire. Skirt on, still got fire. Sid Vicious rock out just like Setting Fisher. Sid Vicious rock out just like Derek Fisher. I take my shirt off and all it sunk me up. I just came in with that goddamn shit in my cup. Fell up bitch, I'm real up with that bit, ain't no less. Told it, don't spray none of that shit on my runs. Don't ever. Don't spray none of that on my runs. Do not. If you spray any of this shit on my runs, word to my mother, there's gonna be a problem. Oh, word to your mother, I wanted to spray. I guess so. I've been up there every fucking day, and that's what Luke said. You don't know what Luke said. You don't got no rats? Where your blues at? That little boy, but he ain't got no aim. They my P gang, nigga, fuck the hook. I'm so gone, bitch, I keep going. If it's somebody, I got nothing, if it keep going. If it's finger shit, it ain't fine, this shit re-on. Yeah, I'm already knowing. That bit fucked on me since I was 12. Damn, I'm already knowing. Take my shirt off and let me cut me up. I just ain't no way to got my shit on my back. Ain't no lie. Don't spray none of that shit on my runs. I got 6, boy. I got big, boy. If you bring up big, boy, you don't put that big, boy. I got 6, boy. You got 6, boy. You got 6, boy. You got big, boy. Then you post on Instagram, I had to tell the truth. Then your OG broke as fuck. I ain't scared of you. I ain't saying you cool. I don't that fucking bitch that hoe ran through. I don't think I go just like sauce. White hoes like this shit all on her nose and I call it. How the fuck you hit that burn hole? I already told you. I'm in the north. I'm in the north side of Ashton. We they got that fuck. Bustin' that. That ain't bustin' that. I pull up, I be with my pop. See, I'm like that. I got 6, boy. You got big, boy. You got big, boy. You gon' fuck that bitch, boy. You got 6, boy. You got 6. You got 6, boy. You got big. Whole time, bitch, I been lit before I signed the deal. I like it, niggas real. I should rant. I didn't know how. I already told y'all that. I wanna sip trust. And if I myself, I don't know. I know you wanna crash out. And then for the Tell me some racks. You got bad, huh? You got racks, huh? Yeah, you facts. Tell me some racks. It's I feel like my OG, I beat the Rico. I just like Neo. Me go. Take a look. I'm finna go sip some Tris. Slat on my finger, I was slime. Slat on my finger, I was slime. My brother, where my dope, where my grind. I'm done fucking with you, he's alive. Hope I don't die young, but I ain't scared of it. Playing with them slimes. Nigga, I slime you, bitch. Pussy is God, niggas scared as shit, niggas pussy. I just read a book about the art of dying young. Fucking yo, she talking about you need to make her come. Why is so shit? I can't do this. I had it just like Tucci. Slat on my finger, I will slime you. I got slats on my finger, I will slime you. Tell my brother, roll my dope, where's my grinder? I'm done fucking with the hoe, she's a liar. Yo, I want to be with Kawhi in that one music video. I want to be with Kawhi in them. Why do I always search up YouTube on Google instead of just pressing the YouTube button? I want to be with Kawhi in them. Which part's Kawhi in? Can I like loop it? Yeah. Hold up. Do I have it on the stream deck? Well. Too sexy for your girl. Too sexy for the nice. Too sexy for my shit. Too sexy for just now. Too sexy for anything. Too sexy for it. It's somewhere. I'm gonna find it. Let's go. It's not even the right thing. All right. One thing I could appreciate about Drake is that he has a sense of humor. Dude said, "You want to keep making light skin jokes? I'm gonna do the most light skin shit ever." I'm Too sassy for this world, too sassy for your girl, too sassy for this ice, too sassy for that child, too sassy for that girl, yeah. Too sassy for your girl, too sassy for that world, too sassy for that, yeah. Free bully. YSL shit, I be lacking. Wait. Never mind. I don't want any problems with YSL. Tell my brother, oh my dope, where's my grinder? I'm not fucking with that hoe, she is a liar. Slide on my finger, I will slime ya. Slide on my finger, I will slime ya. Tell my brother I'm a dope, where's my grinder? I'm not fucking with that hoe, she don't like me. I just read a book about the art of I can't. We are not putting him on the screen. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, shit. I get the white noise too. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, shit. How the fuck? Oh, shit.
Book your subscription now by calling
What the fuck? This bit nice as fuck. This nigga left a fucking blunt in here, a roach. This nigga left a roach in this motherfucker. Hold on, hold on. The hell? Yeah. Let's see if this shit work. Okay. All windshield wipers work. Barely though. Mirror. How the fuck I fix this seat?
Am I not supposed to be in frame?
This motherfucker move like this, gang? But yeah, these niggas bucked. I can't lie. I ain't gonna move yet though. Let's see what else this nigga got in here, man.
ASMR. YN steals your
to the
car.
back of your mother's head. An orphanage rigged with explosives ready to go. A loaded gun to the back of your mother's head. An orphanage rigged with explosives ready to go. Your balls or labia surrounded by scissors like this, ready to just, you know, chop, chop, chop. To save all these lives and genitals, you have to pick one man to pull a lesbian. I'm your guy. I could pull a lesbian, okay? And I don't think it would be particularly difficult, okay? And when I say I can pull a lesbian, I don't mean I could pull lesbian. I don't mean take a lesbian off the street and, like, you know, let me work my magic. I mean, there's a lesbian out there, okay, who wants to swim with the sea monster. I know for a fact. And look, there's a lot of ways I know this, right? Like a few years ago, I went to that lesbian party, and when you're attractive, there's kind of like, you walk into a new room, you can kind of gauge like how many people in this room want you. All right. I walked into that lesbian party. It wasn't 0%. I was not feeling 0% whatsoever. And when I say I can pull a lesbian, I don't mean that I can make a lesbian straight or bi. That would be a horrible thing to say. What the fuck? I just mean that a lesbian, I feel like, could be a lesbian, you know, be into all these women, but then just me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could be the exception to the rule easily. I low-key have before, but not in the full sense. Okay, let me explain.
I was gonna say same, but no, I haven't done that. But I feel like I can.
Been with women who were initially, you know, they referred to themselves as bi, they involved themselves as men and women. But then they started delving more into the sapphic relationships, okay? Like they strictly were dealing with women, you know, before me and them. And then I came through and I changed their fucking life, swear to God, okay? And it's me being lovely more than anything, okay? And because again, I mean this with all due respect to lesbians, but I'm just saying, I know, look, lesbians love me, platonically even, but like, I know I make some lesbians feel a bit uneasy, okay? For one of two reasons. One, they're like, why do I kind of want him low key? You know what I mean? Like this, I'm a lesbian, I shouldn't want this man. And also like, why does he give off a lesbian vibe? Like why does he feel so similar to me? You know what I mean? Like it's they're seeing a mirror and they're like, what? How is he doing? Like if you were to bet your life, I feel like some of you would want to do this. If you were to want to bet your life that no lesbian on this planet would want to interact with me in a romantic sense, you would die today. And y'all gotta understand, as a content creator, I've gotten those comments. I'm a lesbian, but like, ooh, I've seen those. And let me tell you this, I don't think that in any way takes away from their lesbianinity. Let me put it this way, okay? No matter what your orientation is, I firmly believe
lesbianinity,
that there is at least one person on this planet, okay, whether that be either gender, that you would find attractive. And no, that does not mean you date this person. That doesn't mean you sleep with them. That just means low-key like, and when people try to like argue against that,
what low-key like, what does that mean? What does that mean, Bryce?
Problem I always have is men and women simply don't look different enough for it to be possible where you're just like the difference between humans like being attracted to humans and not being attracted to fucking dogs is like dogs are dogs, right? Like they're very clearly, they look very different, very distinctly different. But when it comes to humans, there are men who identify as men, low-key look like women. There are women who identify as women, low-key look like men. And I'm not saying that's all it is. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I look feminine, so like that's why I could get a lesbian. I feel like there's more to me than that. But I'm talking about the concept of like, say you're a straight man and you're just attracted to women, not attracted to men typically. But there is one individual man that you've seen and you're like, he kind of bad low-key. One man. I can't call you a true bisexual for that. You know what I mean? And look, I know people want to say, I know you're going to want to be like, oh, that's just like bi with like a preference towards one person, dude. Like one human being on everyone on earth. Think about again, if you're straight, gay, whatever, think about the gender you're attracted to. How many throughout your life that you've seen that you're like, oh, I find them attractive? Probably
lot.
hundreds, if I'm lowballing, just like you've seen them at some point in your life, right? In however many years you've been alive. Imagine there's one guy or girl of the opposite gender that you find attractive. Are you telling me that you would be like, oh, I guess I'm bi now? I can't buy it. Okay. Like at that point, I think you're straight or gay with an exception. Okay. And I think it's okay to have exceptions. It's okay to do like whatever, bro. Dude, like who the fuck cares? That's why labels are so stupid. Like I remember there was this one guy like years ago who he got arrested and he identified as man, everything, looked flatly like a woman, bro. His name was like Don Travy. It was something crazy. Like he had a nigga ass name. And I think someone like was trying to like not catfish people, but like they just posted like the mugshot. And then like everyone was like, oh, like shawty, like, hey. And then like they were like, oh, like, haha, this is a man. And they're like, now you guys are all bisexual. And it's like, no, like, you like, no, like that's not you being attracted to men. That's you being attracted to that man. And in that instance, it's very coincidentally because that man just looks like a woman. So again, if I can coalesce my very womanly vibe into my dealings with the lesbians, I feel like I can definitely make shit shake. And again, not for all, because for some, me looking masculine enough, me having a goatee, that's gonna drive some of them away. You know, like I don't necessarily look womanly all the time, okay? But sometimes it's the vibe, nigga. Y'all know look.
Yo, that's the smoothest nigga I've ever heard. From a black man.
I hate to be this guy. I know I said like, oh, I don't mean I turn these lesbians bi. I've turned straight women bi. In the other direction, okay? Like I feel like that's a much less problematic thing to say. Like some of you may look at me, you're like, oh, like, you know, you're a macho guy, like you're tall, like you're super masculine. Like how could anyone look at you and not just feel like they're in the presence of a man? I have a very feminine vibe, okay? Like especially once you get to know me. For example, okay, this isn't
he put on the AAVE.
All of it. But you know how I'd be sitting recreationally? Like with the host present. I'd be like, you feel me, bro? And it's like I feel like a lot of you don't understand. And that's just me. I have a lot of little quirks like that. Okay, it's just me, it's who I am. So I feel like a lot of these women, like they'll be around me and they'll see these mannerisms. They're like, oh, like those are kind of like woman-like mannerisms. Like, yeah, this is a man, but like there's so many things that he's doing that gives me the vibe of a woman. And it's like, I'm so attracted to this man. And he has these feminine qualities. They morph together. Okay. Like it's like and here's the thing. Look, when I say turning them bi, I believe that they had the bi within them before I met them. All right. But when I say turn, I mean more so unleash. You know what I mean? Like if before me they were like, oh, like, you know, I think women are pretty, but I don't know. When I get involved, bro, they're like, oh, I'm definitely into women. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's the main thing when it comes to people and like being gay. Like I think it's not even like I feel like for a lot of people, it's not even attraction. That's like the biggest barrier. I feel like sometimes it's just straight up the vibe. Like I know a guy where like he'll be around niggas and it's just like there's just nothing there for him. You know, like it's like cool, like you can be a good looking guy, but there's nothing there. Like I don't feel. It's like conceptually you can be like, okay, like this person's attractive, right? You know, but then they pull up and it's like, like the vibe just instantly switches, right? So it's like these women I involve myself with. Yeah, I think oftentimes, you know, they're socialized in a way where, you know, they're around women and it's always just like kind of like a friend, platonic. I mean, as much as it can be with straight women, you know, they be so freaky with one another out here kissing each other when they get drunk, you know, shaking ass on each other. Like that shit is crazy. Dude, I remember I was dating someone and she asked me if like she could like sleep in the bed with her friends. I was like, fuck no. I mean, because for kissing each other when they get where, you know, they're around women and it's always just like kind of like a friend, platonic. I mean, as much as it can be with straight women, you know, they be so freaky with one another out here kissing each other when they get drunk, you know, shaking ass on each other. Like that shit is crazy. Dude, Dude, I remember I was dating someone and she asked me if like she could like sleep in the bed with her friends. I was like, fuck no. I mean, because for one, this woman like was like just straight up bi. And I'm like, bro, I would not let you sleep in the bed with them. You cannot sleep in the bed with these women. It's like called a strict program, but I'm not putting up with that shit. Okay. But there are women where it's like before I met them, like they told me they're like, oh, like, you know, we just go around like smacking each other's asses. You know, oh, we're at the club, we dance on like, nigga, what? And again, it's like the women in my dealings usually bi, but like they'll talk about like their straight friends who are like engaging with it. And they'll talk about like, oh my god damn. I hate when I'm sworn to secrecy because I cannot tell you the specifics of the story. But basically, these straight friends who are like really into this stuff, really into these elements. Like, you know, they have too much to drink and they really want to start kissing on their other women friends. Like, fuck we talking about, okay? But mind you, not all women do that. Not all straight women do. So those women who can just look at other women and they kind of have it only through just a platonic lens, and, you know, it just kind of switches like to platonic mode, like no matter what, when they see them, I feel like when they come around me, it's like, okay, there's romantic attraction there instantly because, like, you know, I like, and it's like I slowly just, without even trying, because it's just me being me, I like let their walls down. Okay, like these mannerisms that previously like they've only associated with like these platonic relationships, they're seeing it on me, so now they're more comfortable having a romantic viewpoint of those mannerisms. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, for lack of a better term, they see the feminine vibe, right? And now in a package where they're romantically attracted to it, and they're realizing that they can be attracted to that feminine. And I hate that I use the term like femininity or masculinity because it's genuinely so. Like, think about someone where even like you're straight and it's like the opposite gender, right? And like you see them, they're attractive, you're like, oh, bet. But then for some reason, somehow, some way, when you meet them, the vibes are just like, not. You couldn't imagine being with this person, okay? And honestly, I feel like there's kind of like a, not a correlation, but like I feel like it can kind of be similar where, say, like you meet like this friend, right? And like you find them attractive, like you could see yourself like involving yourself with them, right? But you met in a friend's context, and then it gets to the point where you guys are friends for like an extended period of time, and you're friends for so long where it's like, okay, like this, it would just be wrong. Like it would feel gross. I feel like when it comes to orientation, there are some people who may have the natural inclination to, you know, involve themselves with their own or like both gender, but the way they're socialized through heteronormative society, it kind of, it's just like blocks them mentally. Like there's a mental block there, okay? And what I call
Makes
myself
sense.
is the block eliminator, okay? For these young ladies, I almost said these hoes, not very respectful term, but like hoes can apply to men too. But like these hoes, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like I feel like
agree.
dating me, like as a woman who's like you're kind of unsure in your sexuality, or you think you're like you're like, oh, I'm pretty straight. I think dating me is like you had a very like homophobic parent or something like that who like told you like, oh, like you gotta be like, they're really pushing like the straight agenda on you, you know what I mean? Like, because you know those straighty poos, they always do that. Like they're really pushing a straight agenda on you, both of your parents. And then, you know, you grow older, you move out the house, you see a therapist, right? And then like with that therapist, you uncover like, man, like maybe I do have feelings for people of my own gender. Maybe that's the thing. You know who the therapist is? It's me, right? Me. Being with me is genuinely like therapy. And the thing is, some people hate therapy. That's why I have some women out there who really don't like me that much. Because I feel like I make them question too many things about themselves. Genuinely. And the thing is, I've gotten that verbatim from a woman. Dude, I remember I was 20 years old dating this woman who was like 26, 27 at the time. Crazy, right? And she would like have her little moments of like tweaking out and just like having like a temper and like just doing weird shit, bro. You know, people who do weird shit. She did that shit. It was a girl who called me her dad's name. Yeah, so very weird, right? But then she would have moments where she was like weird in a more harm, because I'm like, you call me your dad's name, like, which again, if you guys don't know, long story, she called me her dad's government name. I did not know it was her dad's government name. I thought it was just a pet name at first because she was not American. So I thought it was just like one of like her words. And it ended up being revealed it was her father's name. And yes, I did stay after I found out, only because I liked her. But also, I was low-key peer pressured into it, okay? She was a good manipulator. But I remember, like, she freaked out, before she really freaked out. Like, she freaked out and, like, you know, had, like, her little, like, come to Jesus moment or whatever. And I remember she told me, and she was basically like, oh, like, sometimes I have a hard time because I feel like being with you really sheds light on, like, things with me, like, things on me, with me in turn. You know, like, problems I have or flaws. You know what I mean? Because in her instance, she was in a lot of toxic situations. Whereas, yeah, you talk to someone who's a victim of abuse, and I feel like oftentimes this is a thing that happens in relationships. When I say abuse, it can be emotional, physical, like, you know, any number of things. The other person is so bad, not only because can trauma from relationships like that cause you to interact with your other partners weird, but it's like this person's so bad that you never stop and think like, hey, am I a good partner? Wait, like, am I being good to this person? Not saying that anyone should be good to someone who is doing DV with them. I mean, like, generally, like, you're not thinking like, Because obviously you wouldn't in that situation. You see what I'm trying to say? But it's like there's so much focus on this other person's bad behavior, rightfully so in that. But then it's like you get with someone who's not on that type of timing, you're not used to having to do that reflection, okay? You're not used to things that aren't chaotic. So when you're in a, and like, when do you really find out who you are, okay? It's when you're sitting in a room, nothing going on, just there with your own thoughts. That's when you're like, like I guess this is the kind of person I am. That's what I be doing. I'm such a good guy. I'm such a lovely person to be romantically involved with that it's that kind of thing, okay? And I'm so uplifting. I make you feel good about yourself, okay? I was talking to this woman and she said, "You make me feel so T." And I was like, "You are T." Because I'm not, she is T. I don't know why, she don't need me to make her feel that way, but like I do. And that's another reason, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, just give me time with the lesbians where.
Fuck that. I make him feel so T too, bro.
Like, if you. Continue. I'm trying to think of the number. If you put me in a room with 1,000 lesbians, I think I can get at least one. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like 10, that would be crazy, right? 100, I think maybe I'd be dragging it a little bit. You know what I mean? I'd have to get the right batch. But like 1,000, like 1 in 1,000 lesbians want to fuck with BRS. Like, does that sound like a good tagline? But even when I say that, it's like I don't want to sell myself short, okay? Because perhaps I feel like there could be a room where like it's just all the lesbians, and not in that kind of way, you know what I mean? But I'm saying I don't want to sell myself short. Again, I need you to understand. I respect the lesbianism. I respect it so much. But what I'm saying is, I just believe in my potential so much. You know what I mean? I just believe that I can be such a great guy and so charming and so sexy, and such. Do lesbians care if I have a big penis? Okay, I feel like me having a big penis means something to lesbians, right? Like, you can't just sit there. You know what I mean? Like, a gay man, if he sees some big titties, he's gonna be like, "Oh, bro, those some big ass titties." Like, I feel like even platonically, like a lesbian would be able to recognize the value of me having a large penis. But would me having a large penis make lesbians less attracted to me? Okay, because think about it. On the other hand, if I had a micro, I feel like a lot of lesbians would be like, "Oh, like that. This reminds me of a clitoris," and then like they'd be super attracted to. Oh my gosh, did you guys know there's a war going on in Iran right now? What the hell?
Bro.
But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, would my big penis hold me back when it came to pulling lesbians? Okay, because here's the thing about a penis, okay? Aesthetically, it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Just like the general concept of like meat, right? But I feel like the utility of a penis matters. Right, you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like lesbians have to have put some value on what my meat can do. And does that mean they want to sleep with me? Does that mean they want me? No, not all of them. But I'm saying I feel like for some they could be like, oh this, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would sweeten the deal. Like, okay, straight men, if you're watching this,
that's how they be, bro. I'd be like, they'd be like, that's neat.
Think about like a man, right? Where you're not a homosexual, right? But perhaps this guy is, and you're like, okay, I have to get involved with like one guy, right? Like, for whatever reason you're having that thought. Wouldn't you rather him have a big penis? Like, and again, I'm talking to straight men right now, okay? You would rather sleep with the guy with the big penis. Like,
why? Why would I want to do that?
Like, there's no way that like you're like, okay, I'm gonna sleep with a guy and then go shrimp. Like, what's the point of that? Like, it feels like a waste of your time. Like, because my thing is, if you're gonna go in there, get your money's worth.
Okay, I see his point, but I'm not following.
Okay, and I feel like that's what I provide to lesbians. Okay, like, so I feel like lesbians see me, they're like, okay, he's a man, but I would be getting my money's worth. Okay, it would be worth the price of admission. I'd like to say, but at the same time, even beyond all just carnal relations. Okay, it's my vibe. I'm just too raw at the end of the day. Like, I just know, like, there are some people like, oh, like, you think you can pull a lesbian? Like, what's wrong with you? Look, bro, you don't understand. I'm just not like other guys. In some ways, you could say I'm worse. In other ways, you could say I'm way better. Because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if I am a man at this point. Okay, I feel much more like an entity. Okay.
Yes.
Like a spirit. Like, a lot of y'all, like, I'm sorry, niggas, a lot of you men are just
men.
You're just common loot. Okay, just suffice to say. Okay, common loot. Maybe uncommon loot for like the best of you. Okay, but me, I'm like an ultra rare enchanted pickaxe. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, like, lesbians may not want,
bro. I got mending, bro. I'm like a fucking mending elytra with curse of binding and no. Mending elytra with the soul, the soul thing, the soul when you die, you keep it.
You because like you're you, but like me, I feel like there's a cursory lesbian who's gonna be like, wait, I want some of that. And again, I mean that with all respect to everyone involved. And you know why I made this video? Okay, this video's been a long time in the making. Chaperone. Okay, you know why I made this video about chaperone? Okay, I mean it's not just about chaperone. Okay, obviously this is about lesbians at large. Okay, I feel like it would be more problematic to make it about a specific lesbian. Okay, but I'm kind of doing that right now. It was when chaperone said that men don't make good art. Okay, it was something like that. Like that was like the soundbite. Men don't make good art. You know, like people, bro, people were really like weird when people were like, "What? Men do make good art," because they were like, "Oh, she's just saying she's a lesbian." I'm like, bro, I feel like you can say you're a lesbian without saying something like that. Like, imagine I was gay and I was like, bro, women they just don't make good art. That'd be a crazy thing to say. Like, come on. By the way, I don't want that to imply that I'm not gay. Okay, don't you dare. I don't need straight allegations right now. Okay, but anyways, she said that, okay?
That's
and like
funny.
she has like a lot of like, you know, the super woke, like, you know, misandrous sentiment, which again, I need you to understand, I talk about misandry on the internet. I don't care about it in real life. Like one of my best friends is a big man. You would be surprised who one of my best friends. Like y'all would think I hate her, but I don't care, okay? Like it's whatever. Now again, like conceptually, I believe what I'm saying. Where I'm like, okay, you know, discrimination's it's just kind of wrong. Like I still believe that, but it's just like I don't like care that much. You know what I mean? Because honestly, do I really care about anything, nigga? I don't even vote. Like right, but some of y'all be on here thinking I just like care.
He's a man of morals that he sticks to.
Care about all this shit? Fuck no, nigga. But I still do have opinions. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. But basically, chaperone, she said that she has
Did
a
he
bunch of
just
misandrous
say
talking points, and I'm just like, nigga. But I still do have opinions. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. But basically, chaperone, she said that she has a bunch of misandrous talking points, and I'm just like, there's sometimes I feel like when a woman is so misandrist, it makes me feel like I can make it shake. Like there's something like I feel like when the
true?
hate is too passionate, I'm like, oh,
It's not
there's
hate.
something brewing there. And again, like I think I definitely made a video about like pulling misandrous, bro. There's just something with me and women who hate men. I do pretty well. So then, like, I'm just like, I feel like
Same.
there's a punter's chance if I met chaperone, right? And you know, we're just not too high pressure. Okay, we're just sitting there, we're chatting, we're having a little talk, like, hey, you know, yeah, we're shooting the shit, okay, talking about each other's lives, our upbringing, okay? She's from the Midwest, I'm from the Midwest, okay? Talk about, you know, being from the Midwest, and I'll talk to her about like black person stuff, which, dude, talking to white people as a black person can be one of the best feelings in the world sometimes, okay? Because like
It's like
you feel like
what?
this, whatever, you feel like an alien sometimes. Okay, and you feel like imagine like aliens came down and they're telling us about like what's going on their planet. Like that's how some white people react to like you giving them like black lore. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I really do bad for black stereotypes because I every time like there's like a stereotypical black situation, I kind of just I hammer it home, bro. Like because I'm like, oh yeah, bro, my cousin got murdered. Like you know my classmates got shot. You know stuff like that. My father abandoned me. You know what I mean? Like when I can really hammer the home the like I'm black, I do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's bad for me to do that around white people, but at the same time, it is my experience. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I feel like if I give chaperone some black lore, you know, and we were talking a bit, I feel like I could, again, look, I'm not even saying I would. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, like, that's the thing about me and lesbians. I respect lesbians too much. I hate that this is only going to be like this far into the video, but I respect lesbians too much for me to shoot my shot. The shooting of the shot wouldn't happen, okay? What this video is me saying that I could for at one lesbian in the world, at least. So again, it's like me, chaperone, sit down. I feel like she'd be like, wait, he's kind of different. he's like not like other guys. That's how I feel like chaperone would be if she met me, okay? And I mean meet. I don't mean see me on the internet because I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna think that way. But face-to-face chaperone, I feel like she'd feel a little bit charmed. And I'm not saying she'd want to act on it. I'm not saying I'd want to act on it, but I feel like I could manufacture something there. Okay, like I feel like there would be a spark between it. You know, I'm not saying a big spark. I'm not saying like there'd be so much tension you could cut it with a knife. I'm just saying like a little like, you know what I mean, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. White people low key are like lesbians to me when I think about it. Where it's like, you know, like can me and you really vibe? You know, now I will say, obviously, I would have a better track record with, you know, white women in particular than lesbians at large. Like, of course, don't be But I feel like there's the same element of like me being forbidden fruit. Like, oh, like this black guy? Like what? Like, oh shit. Like he seemed like he's something. Oh shit. And then like, you know, for the lesbians, it's like, oh, like this man. And again, for some lesbian, at least one lesbian in the world is what I'm getting at here. Okay. Do not let it be lost on you. I know for a fact most lesbian, I don't even want to say that, bro. Like I never want to sell myself short, damn. But I know there's a good amount of lesbians, okay, at least one lesbian who would look at me and feel nothing, okay? But I can't sit here with a straight face and tell you that I don't think I could find a lesbian to be interested in me. I simply, like, I'd feel like I was lying to. And again, I don't think that's disrespectful to lesbianism. However, some people would disagree, and I would find those people to be incorrect. Because again, you're still a lesbian. It's not a conversion thing. I'm not like, oh yeah, you rock with men now. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying you're a lesbian,
And
correct?
rock with me.
And you like women
And me.
plus me. That's what I need you to understand. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, for any of you out there, not gonna lie, sexuality is too fluid for you not to be attracted to me. You know what I mean? On some level. Like I know some of you like straight men watching this video are attracted to me. On a level. Does that mean you want to date me, get in my cheeks? No. Okay. Of course it doesn't mean that. Okay. It just means you like what you see. But for
My nigga, the content's good. Don't sell.
some of you out there, you might, in a certain circumstance, want to make shit shake when it comes to me. And I cannot blame you for having that desire, okay? Because I would have that desire if I saw me too. But okay, I know I'm gonna get the anti-lesbian allegations from this, okay? But the thing is, sometimes you just have to speak your truth, okay? Say what's on your heart. But I need you to know, all right? I respect lesbianism more than I respect straight men. So don't get it twisted, okay? All I'm saying is I have potential. And I'm telling you that I can bring sapphic vibes to the function that previously you might not think I'm able to, okay? Or not think any man would be able to. I think I have some sauce where I'm the only person who retails it, okay? You can't go and buy that sauce anywhere else, like from men, so to speak, you know? Like, no, imagine, like, y'all know KFC's, like, secret special sauce? I don't even eat KFC like that, but, like, you know, they got, like, special sauce, right? Imagine all of a sudden Taco Bell started selling that special sauce. That's how I feel. You're like, what? You're like, man, I like fried chicken. I love that, you know, special sauce. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, Taco Bell got that special sauce? Wait, Taco Bell makes chicken now? They do, by the way. But like, Taco Bell makes chicken now? And then you see I got the sauce, okay? Like, the thing is, lesbians, I just want you to believe in me, okay? And I've gotten into beef with lesbians before, okay? Not due to anything crazy, but I know there are some lesbians out there who assume just because they have a vag, so to speak, that they can eat it better than me. And I'm telling you this right now.
This is not the first time he's talked about this.
Some of you probably do eat it better than me. However, absolutely not all, and absolutely not inherently you. Like, you thinking that you're a better eater than me just because, like, you're a lesbian is complete bullshit, nigga. Like, genuinely, bro, we can go... Okay, lesbians, bro. Lesbians, I'll issue you a challenge. Okay? Me, you, your girl. All right? And I obviously assuming your girl's down. We go lick for lick. Lick for lick, me and you. Munch for munch, okay? And she can tell us what the move is, okay? Now, mind you, again, I understand that I would face defeat from some lesbian. It's important to be realistic, okay? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the best in the game, okay? God damn it. I kind of do want to say I'm the best in the game. But, okay, that's the one thing where I'm like, I feel like I'm not selling myself too short to say that there's someone in the world who can eat it better than me, okay? You know what I mean? Like, the same thing with, like, there's someone in the world whose penis is larger than mine. You know what I mean? But that doesn't take away from me. But I'm telling you, though, like, I'll munch in the competition with, you know, me, you, and your girl. Dude, I'll munch with honor. I'll tell you that much. Like, it'll be one of those situations where even if you beat me in the munch off, like, you won't look at me the same way that you did before. Like, you'll be like, oh shit, like I see. Like, it's like an old, like, UFC fighter, right? Like, he's in his prime. Now let's use basketball. Let's use something that's like cool. Like LeBron, like, he's in his prime, like, he's like doing all his stuff. And then, like, there's like this, you know, this rookie comes in, or, you know, and he's like, I don't really give a fuck about this rookie. He don't got it for real. But then, like, the rookie, he puts up 40, like, on LeBron. And maybe LeBron puts up, like, 50. You know, we're talking about prime LeBron. You know, and, you know, rookie may have lost the game, but LeBron is like, you know what, I gain respect for that rookie. Like, he's something, right? He's going to be something. That's how I feel like you would feel about me after the munch off, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I know that to be true. Like, I know if you saw like the dedication, the work ethic, and the want to that I brought to the game, you'd have no choice but to respect it, right? And that's why, again, that's why I feel like me and lesbians get along. And again, like I said, there's beef with like some, but like me and a lot of lesbians get along because I feel like me and them love women in similar ways. Okay. I'm not going to say the exact same, right? But like, I feel like they can tell that I'm a true connoisseur, a true appreciator of what women are. Like, right, you know, when they be on Twitter, they be like, oh, so-and-so's girl pretty, so-and-so's boy pretty. I always be rocking with the girl pretty ones. You know why? Because me and you, we got the same eye. We see it the same way. Okay. And again, look, lesbians, I need you to understand, I have nothing but respect for you. So if you were ever offended at any point in this video, I'm sorry. But I do think I could pull one of you. And that does not take away from the power of the lesbian movement or lesbianism as a whole, or even the power of that individual woman's orientation. I'm simply saying that there's a lesbian on this planet who would rock with me, okay, given the opportunity. So again, I'll shout out my lesbians, bro. Lesbian Awareness Day, just know I'm gonna be celebrating. Like, I love you all deeply, and I wish you the best in your sapphic journey. And I hope that you can wish me luck in my sapphic adjacent journey. Okay. Here's the thing with me in this channel, okay? I never want to divide people. I never want to take people apart from one another. I want to bring people together, okay? And this video is calling all the lesbians, all right? Join the community. Let's have solidarity, okay? And honestly, tell me what I need to do, okay? I'm willing to learn from the lesbians, okay? Like, if I need to teach these men how to appreciate women lesbianly, I'll do that.
Me too.
Of course, okay? Just, you know,
Meet us in the middle.
me halfway. Like, you gotta understand, I was on
Halfway.
lesbian TikTok for the longest time, like as a viewer, and I resonated so much. You know what I mean, I was like, I love this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I saw this couple, like, they were going out, they got ice cream together, and they're like, oh, you know, day in the life. I was like, that's lovely. Like, that reminds me of me and my hoes a bit. You know what I mean? Like, I felt joy, intense joy. I resonated. You know what I mean? Like, it tugged at my heartstrings. So I have a deep, devoting appreciation of like the lesbian community. Okay, and I hope for you, the individual lesbian watching this, that the feeling can be reciprocated. You know, for me, just me individually. You don't have to worry about any other groups I'm a part of. Like, just me. So yeah, you know, respect. And I'm not gonna lie, one of you may be watching this video and be like, I am the lesbian that's interested in you. You know, hit me in the DMs. You know, maybe we can make something shake. You know what I mean? You can, we can see what we can do about that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, become a member if you would like to. Everything I have to say. I'm so sorry, and I love you. Have a great day, night, evening, morning.
Brian's crazy.
A loaded gun to the back.
Chat, we ready to get into this? I'm not. He tweak out. This is Socrates. I always have Socrates.
Lil Nas X, Kai Cenat, Cutie Cinderella, Optimus Prime, and did I say Lil Nas X? Is this XQC? Why would I want to smoke a blunt with Saikuno? I don't think anything has to be said. He can. Asmund. Nigga Dream. Who the fuck is this? Looks familiar. Banned. Banned. They're gonna kill the vibes. Queso. How do I add? Forget his name, I'm sorry. Ooh, the gaming therapist. He's just gonna tell me to stop. Who the fuck are these niggas, bro? Emily. Nah. She gonna be so annoying. He gonna be trying to like do a backflip. Wait, this is Emaru. Why are these old pictures with new streamers? Is this a fucking Fortnite event? Is this a picture from a reaction video? Okay, Tyler 1 and Tyler Blow. That's it, bro. Like, nah, bro. Tim that tap, man. He's gonna be talking about Ninja the whole time, bro. And how he would have went to Mixer. She can't hit that shit, bro. He's gonna be talking about them the whole time. Wait, where's Cutie? Yeah, I'm done, bro.
Hi everyone, today we are going to cover in detail why you should never ever in your entire fucking life sell yourself on the
I'll be right back.
internet, okay? Yes, I am talking about OnlyFans. However, I am not only
You're frying me. Hold on.
talking about OnlyFans. There are many different platforms out there where you can sell content, as the girls are calling it now, or prostitute yourself online, sell explicit
Girly.
pictures and videos of yourself, okay?
How dare.
Twitter and Reddit are absolutely huge when it comes to
I thought Reddit fell
selling
off.
explicit content, okay? And if you don't believe me, if you're over the age of 18, which you should be if you're
I
watching
heard.
videos, but go look it up really quick and see how many content sellers there are on these sites, okay?
I'm not logged in. Nigga, what? Yo. Yo. Okay, let me log in. Let me read this. I got y'all. Am I the asshole for not forcing my daughter to throw away her late mom's pictures just because my wife wants her to? My late wife, Renee, died when she was 23, and she had been going through a lot of depression, grief, and eventually came suicidal thoughts. Though we were married and we had a baby, she still wasn't happy. Our baby girl Jordan, 13, was only 3 when she passed. She's 13 right now. Years later, I met my now wife Gemma. Me and Gemma are now married, and we have 3 kids, 7, 5, and 1. Now Jordan has many pictures of her mother, but there is one picture that Jordan is obsessed with. Jordan and Renee look exactly alike in that very photo. Like, you'll never guess they're not the same person. Jordan loves that photo. It sits on her nightstand, and she prays with her mom every night. This is the photo my wife wants me to make her throw away. Yo, she sound like a bitch. She's the asshole, bro. Dump her and take all 3 of the kids. I thought this was Ask Women. Face on X, I can't geek. She asked to give me a hand, and I said no. It's flat. What was that NSFW? What am I about to read? Whoa, emasculating is a big ass word. How did I end up here?
Yeah, finish stroking me before fit.
Oh, it sounds like the guy has depression. What am I watching?
The winner of the 200 kilogram edition is Rusty Isaac Malvera. The battle of the category 200 kilo is Rusty Isaac Malvera.
Why would it... It's my favorite Reddit. Why is she asking men this? Feels like shit. Damn, he's doing the dishes? Bro doing the dishes? And he's paying for girls' night? Fallout 4, Minecraft, Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Ma'am, I didn't find any.
Okay, it is absolutely horrific. And oh, just before the accusations start, I'm not conservative. I'm not a Puritan. I think that people should be young and free and they should hook up with whoever they want to with protection. You guys know how I feel about STDs. Okay, please keep yourself safe out there. But
I almost said
that
we
doesn't
love
mean that I'm
STDs.
gonna
We
be
love
stupid. That
protection.
absolutely doesn't mean that I would ever advocate.
We love protection. We hate STDs, bro. Them shit's ass.
For selling pictures or videos of yourself online, because that is stupid. That is stupid, idiotic
why?
behavior. And I'm
What if I
not going to
wanna-
pretend for a second that it isn't. And I'm not going to pretend
What if I want to pop PPI?
that you can just make it go away once you do it either, because I know that's the next counterpoint that's going to get brought up. Lucky for everybody here, I have a list, okay? And the bookmark came up on my face just now, as you just saw. I bookmarked this page because I'm taking it that seriously, okay? So, number one, my point, the internet is forever. I would know this better than, I'm not going to say anyone, but I'm very familiar with this fact. Okay, it's fact, it's true. You can
What did
dispute
she
it all you
do?
want, but it is true. I'm a content creator. I don't call myself an influencer because I don't like that word.
What
but
did
I
she
make
do?
videos on TikTok
wanna
and
know.
on YouTube, and I'm starting to post them on
She
Instagram
get canceled
too.
yet?
And I've already seen them be reposted on other accounts whereas, if I was to delete all of my accounts tomorrow and I'm say, okay, I'm done. I'm done being on the internet. Actually, you're not done being on the internet, right? Because I already posted all of my stuff and, there's who knows how many copies of everything out there, and anybody in the world can make a copy and save it on their phone forever. And even if I delete it and go live off the grid, 40 years from now, somebody could walk up to me with a copy of that video when I was 20 or 21 on their phone and say, is this you? And I'd have to say, yeah, and I just have to accept that they saved it and they have it. The internet is forever. Don't ever think that you're insignificant enough where somebody isn't watching you, somebody isn't stalking you, somebody isn't saving your content. Because I see this a lot when young girls get groomed, let's call it what it is, groomed into joining OnlyFans or a similar platform.
I see.
And they say, well, it'll only be for a while. I'm just going to use it to pay off my loans, to pay off my debt, to pay off my car payment, to
Why'd you go to school? Why'd you get in debt? Why'd you get a car?
do this, that, or the other thing. I just want a cushion. I just want some money to move. I want some money to travel. Don't we all? We all want money, but there's many other ways you can get money than selling pictures of your ass. Okay, so let's not go there. So
It's the easiest way.
the internet is forever. Why I keep bringing this up is because girls will. I know there are male OF creators, okay, but
We chill, though.
The majority of OF creators, especially the high earners, are women, okay? So I'm just using women as the general group here because let's be honest, 99% of creators on OnlyFans are women, okay? A lot of girls have this mentality where they think, okay, I'm just gonna do this for a short time to pay something off. Then I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna delete the account and nobody will ever know. So that's where you'd be wrong. Let's say you only had 20
They archived that shit, bruh.
subscribers, 20 paying subscribers.
That's a
that are
lot
paying
of people. You think they just in that little pay-per-view and they not
for your content and
bruh.
waiting for you to post, okay, and jerking off to whatever you post, okay, because let's be honest, you guys know I don't beat around the bush. I wasn't born with that skill. So let's say you only have 20 and you're thinking okay, I'm good, I have 500 or 600 a month if you even make that, which you probably don't because the subscriptions are so fucking cheap that you have to have literally thousands and millions of people just staring at you all the time to make any money on platforms like that, okay? And yes, if you have a manager, they get a cut. What does that sound like? That sounds like walking
Less
the street
money.
and your pimp gets a cut to me, okay? Now that's not rocket science. I'm just drawing a obvious similarity. So let's say this is you only have 20 subscribers and you're nobody's ever gonna know. No. Because when you delete your account, those 20 people that paid for your content, first of all, they're probably going to be pissed that you up and deleted your page. And now they're like, okay, I paid for all that for months and now she's gone after just 6 months and I don't have access to her anymore. They're going to find you elsewhere on the internet because they are, especially, God forbid, your face was in any of the videos, which most of them guys won't even pay for faceless content because they won't, because porn is so prevalent and so advanced now that like, why the fuck would they pay for a faceless? Like, this is not 1965 where you're, you know, hunting around town with your friends trying to find the last, you know, the last Playboy at the adult store that's 5 miles on the outskirts of town. Okay, this isn't, it's very accessible, it's everywhere. Okay, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. So they are going to find you. Okay, they're going to find your Instagram account, your TikTok account, your Twitter account, anything that you have, or and you're like, that's impossible, I use an alias, Helena. Got you there. No, okay, it's not that simple. There's so many tools, especially with the use of AI, where like they can just, especially if your face in the videos, they can put your face in and they'll immediately find you. They'll immediately find out who you are on the internet. So they have, and you're like, well, how does that impact me? What are they going to do? I have seen stories online where girls stop their, you know, tiny OnlyFans accounts because they didn't succeed or they didn't whatever. They didn't get into the top 1% of earners. That's another point further down on the list, is that more than likely you're probably not going to make it in the top 1% and you're going to end up basically ruining your life for nothing. Okay. But anyway, they quit because they're like, well, I got the money I wanted. I don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't suit my lifestyle. They quit for any myriad of reasons. And suddenly they have these people, their very, very small amount of insignificant subscribers that they weren't even worried about. They have these people contacting their family, contacting their friends, sending crazy ass like pictures and videos that they might have only uploaded on that site to people they know in real life, because these men will start to feel, and I'm not saying all of them, okay, but this has happened. Like, I've heard like OnlyFans creators talk about this. I'm literally just repeating what I've heard. These men feel offended and slighted that they do not have access to this woman in that way anymore. They can't see the videos, the pictures and videos were all taken away. And for them, it's very personal because, you know, with a lot of the content too is like, obviously men can pay for, I'm going to say an explicit version of like a cameo where, you know, like they'll pay the woman and the woman will make a video specifically for them. And this leads a lot of men to feel like they have it's very parasocial, but unfortunately it's very common. They feel like they have a real relationship with this woman, right? And she really cares about them and she's like really into them and she really thinks they're attractive and whatever.
No.
Which of course is totally delusional, but this has been happening since the dawn of time, okay? It's like believing that the stripper likes you, you know, it's like ridiculous. But this happens all the time, happens over and over again. The danger with the internet is that they become so obsessed with you and they get so used to having such easy access to you. Every time they open their phone, they can have access to you. That when you take that away and you're like, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, you delete all your accounts, they're pissed and they will contact whoever they have to contact that you know in real life to get you to do it again. I've seen countless stories where women were like, I wasn't even making that much money and I'm still not making that much money, but they just wouldn't stop harassing me. They emailed, I got a real life job, I got a corporate job, I got an office job, I was a server, whatever. They emailed my bosses, they emailed my coworkers, they wouldn't leave me alone until I went back to creating content. So that's one side of it, is that if you do not protect yourself properly and you don't follow simple internet safety rules, which most people don't, but to be frank, like in situations like these, it's hard to keep from being recognized. It's much harder than you think, especially if you have public profiles literally anywhere else on the internet, okay? And these people, these guys, a lot of them, it's like they don't have like social lives, they don't have jobs, they don't have whatever, so like they have all the time in the world to find your IP address. Like they really do. They really do. Like, I'm not lying. I've seen many stories like this online from women. Okay, so you get roped into basically doing it for the rest of your life or until they leave you alone. So that's one side of it, where you do it just for some quick cash, for a quick fix, and then you get roped into doing it forever or for years and years and years until, I don't know, you don't look young anymore, because that's what most of them are into, for being real. Because, you know, you just don't want them to harass your friends and your family and people in your real life, and you're, you know, paranoid and you just want to live a normal life. And of course you feel incredibly guilty that that's happening to people you know. So you're like, okay, fine, like fuck, like fine, I'll go back to doing it and I'll just upload a couple times a month and meanwhile, that keeps you out of any other career field, because as you're uploading more and more and more to fucking like satiate these people, okay, I almost said demons, but I didn't, guys. Okay, you be really proud of me for that. These individuals, as you're doing that, you're just digging yourself in a deeper pit. You're ruining your further chances of finding any fucking job anywhere, okay? Because the archive of your stuff online is growing. And as I stated earlier, there are people on Reddit and various other platforms that will, no matter how small of an account you are, they will keep everything from OnlyFans or wherever the fuck you're uploading this explicit content. They'll keep it all in a little bank just for them, and sometimes they'll upload it publicly, but they have it. They have it, and who knows what they're going to do with it. Maybe they'll do what I just talked about, okay, where they try to like blackmail you with it. Maybe they'll do something else. Maybe they want it just for them. It doesn't matter, because you just have to live with the knowledge and the anxiety that they have it. Okay, and for anybody who's freaking the fuck out right now thinking about like a couple nudes that like they might have sent a guy, or like you might have sent an ex-boyfriend, or like,
That's
please
chill.
don't.
He going to
That
jail.
is not the same thing at all.
He going to jail.
And frankly, most places have laws against using stuff like that. It's called revenge porn. Like, please, please, please don't be freaking out right now if this is you. I know so many girls that like have this story where they're like, I was just like so dumb, and we dated for like 2 years, and I thought we'd be together, you know, for a long time, and so like he has pictures and like videos of me. That is different, okay? Please don't feel super anxious and like the world is ending if somebody has a few pictures of you. That's very common, and it's common for men too. Like I've known guys who like their ex-girlfriends have like pictures of them, whatever. Not the same. It's not the same, and there is a stark difference. With anybody who has a brain can tell the difference between a picture or a video meant for a partner and a picture or a video meant for an audience. Okay, so don't worry about that, please. Like, my intention is not to incite anxiety in people that have unfortunately experienced this at the hands of like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay, so just getting that out of the way. Okay, so the next point that I mentioned earlier, you will not be in the top 1%. This is something that people like, okay, so-called like managers on OnlyFans or whatever, they love to tell young girls this, really young girls. I just mentioned this in one of my TikTok videos. I have been DM'd or emailed over 10 times by managers on OnlyFans, okay, who are like, oh, like, you're just, you know, do you have a manager yet? Like, oh, they always use this line too, where they say, your videos are actually pretty good. It's like, I know they're good. I don't need you, a fucking like e-pimp, to tell me that they're good. I know they're good, okay? And my videos are good because I put effort into them, because I want to help people, and because I want to make people laugh, not because I want to come online and act like I'm 12 years old and act dumb and naive, because that's what these people like, and shake my ass and wear fishnets from 2018, okay? And that stupid black skirt with 2 white lines on it that every e-girl wore, okay? That's not why my videos are good, so get the fuck out.
In which orientation? Which one? Pinterest. I think I'm signed in.
Out of my DMs, but truly it's like, it's not about me, it's about them, it's about the business, okay? They don't know that I have over 10 videos on my page talking about OnlyFans and the dangers of it, because they don't look at that stuff. They just, you know, scroll and they see a pretty girl and they're like, ooh, her, and they message me, okay? So here's something that I need you guys to know if you've ever been pitched this fucking joke, okay, from somebody who's a manager. If you're just listening to this and you're not watching, I'm saying manager in air quotes, because these people are just predators, is all they are. They're predators and they're groomers and they're lowlives. Okay, so let me tell you something, and this is no insult to you. This is no insult to you at all. It doesn't mean anything about your looks. It doesn't mean anything about your work ethic. It doesn't mean anything about your body. It's just a fact. You're not going to be in the top 1%. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care, you know, oh, well, if you do this niche because you have a ski slope nose, or you have braces, or you're short, or you have huge tits, like, we can totally put you in this category. And I already have a bunch of customers that would love to see content for someone like you. And I've actually already reviewed your picture with like my boss and like the CEO, and like, first of all, they're all liars, obviously. That's what their entire business runs on. Okay, secondly, you won't be in the top 1% because the top 1% is basically already taken. I mean, OnlyFans is basically already like a fading business. Will it unfortunately continue to be used for years and decades to come? Yes, but like, the golden age is over. The golden age is over, and the top 1% is going to be those weirdos that live in the bop house. okay? They live in the Bob house and they make all, like, Sophie Rain, Piper Raquel, okay? Other unfortunate misled souls. Like, they are the ones that are going to be in the top 1%, because OnlyFans is not about how beautiful or gorgeous you are. It's about how popular you are, like, on social media, and it's about how accessible you seem, okay? And this is why if somebody who is a supermodel made an OnlyFans 5 minutes from now, it probably wouldn't get a lot of traction. Do you know why? Because most men who buy these sorts of services online, they want to feel like, if this is a girl, they want, okay, let me rephrase. They want to feel like the girl that they're paying to see, the girl that's on the screen in front of them, getting undressed and doing very explicit things and talking to them and whatever, they want to feel like it's realistic. They want to feel in some capacity that they could go up to her on the street and talk to her and hold a conversation, and they want to be able to have the fantasy that they could actually get into, like, sexual acts with this girl. Okay, so if it's somebody that, for lack of a better term, looks like a supermodel, they're not really going to buy that content as much, because to them it's going to feel very fake, and they're probably going to feel worse about themselves than they already do, okay? Which the mental health of anybody who pays for content like this is very, very, very dismal, okay? We already know that. But do you understand what I'm saying? My intention is not to, like, talking about women who are the top 1% on OnlyFans. My intention is not to call them ugly. My intention is not to bring them down, because clearly they've had enough problems in their life that led them to this point. But my point is, don't think that it's a beauty contest. Don't think that it's a contest of who's the most fit, who has the most assets, okay? It isn't. It isn't about that. It's about accessibility. It's about them feeling like they know you, and it's about you looking like a child. And if you're like most women, where you look like an adult woman with developed features, never ever in a million years would you succeed in a cesspool like that, okay? And not that it was ever even a concept of a thought for me, because I would never shame my family like that, and that is pathetic for a billion different reasons that I'm gonna list later in the video, actually. But let's say that somebody who looked a hell of a lot like me, okay, did it. It would never work. It would never work. And I would end up just like the million other women who tried it and failed because they couldn't make any money. They didn't get the traction they were promised because they look like adults. I look like an adult. I have an angular face. I'm 6 feet tall.
Dang.
I model. I walked twice in New York Fashion Week, and it was awesome.
Wow.
Would they think that's awesome? No, because I don't have the chubby cheeks and the big eyes and the pouty lips and the just disgusting caricature that they have in their mind, that they think of as the definition of a woman, okay? Which really looks more like a child if we're going by OnlyFans beauty standards. So that's another reason that, like, no matter how gorgeous you are, like, you're probably not going to make it on these sites, okay? Because it focuses on people who look like kids, people who are mid, and people who are dumb. And if you don't have those three things, which most women don't, in my opinion, I like to think positively of people, then you're not going to succeed on somewhere like OnlyFans. Okay, now let's get to my next point. So I'm not going to say all of them, because of course there are many unique situations, and lots of people online, it's like, I don't know their life story. I'm going to talk about people that not like close friends of mine, but like acquaintances, like people, like friends of friends, like people that I've known. Okay, I have known girls and I have known women who come from good high schools, good areas, states where they could have gone to community college for a low cost, okay, like my home state, Michigan. They had good parents. They had together parents that weren't divorced. Good house, paid off house. Parents had good jobs. They went to college. What did they do after college? They started taking pictures of themselves in the shower, and now they're on OnlyFans, and that's all they do. And the saddest part is their following is smaller than mine. So now what? Why the fuck would you do that? This is what really frustrates me, okay? Because when I make these type of videos, I'm really not talking about anybody who is super underprivileged, okay? You've had a very hard life. You have circumstances that maybe have made it impossible for you to do any sort of other work at this moment in time, okay? I don't speak for anybody else's story, as I always say, okay? And if you've never heard me say that before, congratulations, because I say that all the time. I'm not trying to speak for anybody else's life experience, but I can speak for this group of girls that I'm talking about that seems to dominate the top 1% on OnlyFans, okay? And it's literally like middle class or upper middle class or higher class even white women. And it's like, you guys really did not have to do this. You're just bums. Like, you're just bums and you're losers, and you didn't want to put any effort into a career or moving or making a job for yourself, making money, starting your own business like the rest of us, because you're a bum. And you just thought, oh, I know, I'll open up the camera and take a picture of my boobs. Like, you're a bum. B-U-M bum. You're a bum. Like, seriously. And like I said, it's just very prevalent. I keep seeing it over and over and over, where I see, you know, a new girl who just turned 18 promoting her fucking spicy link in an Instagram Reels comment section. And I open it up and I look at her Instagram page, married parents, nice house, clearly, you know, affluent area, like, you know, good high school. I look at the high school and, you know, quick Google search, and all the sports were D1, ton of funding. Looks like it was redone as soon as 5 years ago. And you have all of these resources. You live in an area, in an era and an area where people would die to be you. They would literally kill their entire families if it meant that they didn't have to walk miles every day on bare feet to fucking retrieve water and then go mine for materials to build iPhones, and, you know, half of their family is dead or missing because there's no vaccines. They would die to be you, to have chances like you do. And you squander it. You throw it all away because you're a fucking loser. You're a bum, and you just want, oh no, I'm just gonna post my ass instead. Okay, like, I have no respect for you. Like I said, I'm going to reiterate it a third time just in case anybody is like starting to get offended. I'm specifically talking about people that were, if we're being real, born into privilege, born into opportunity, and they still choose to do this. It is absolutely despicable to me. It's disgusting. It's like, it's just the most pathetic, like, whatever. You guys get it. Okay. On to the next point. If you have, I'm talking about, you know, the same demographic of women I just spoke about, where you're born into privilege. If you have a phone, you have some savings, okay? Let's say you have $1,000 or $2,000 in savings, so enough to cover rent for the next month, and you're thinking, well, I don't have a job and I don't know what to do, and nobody's hiring, and I haven't tried. It's like, I hate to be this person, I'm gonna sound like an old person, but have you really tried? If you have a phone, you have a roof over your head, and you have enough money to pay rent for the next month, and you choose to do OnlyFans, go get a fucking job. Go get a fucking job. Go do something. Especially if you live in an urban area, there's so many opportunities for money. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. I'm tired of the excuses. There's absolutely no reason that you, as a privileged person in a first world country with money in your bank account and an iPhone, cannot go get a fucking job. You know what? Every job isn't going to be the job of your dreams. Every job isn't going to pay you a lot of money. I've had jobs. I had lots of jobs in college that hardly paid me shit, but you know what? I still worked because I wanted my own money to go out to the bars with, and I did. Do you think I ever called my parents and asked them for money? My God, I would never do that. I think if I did that, they would probably call the police and report me missing, because they're like, that can't be her. That can't be her. We need a psych eval. It couldn't be me. Okay. So don't. Okay. I don't want to hear that either. Like, oh, I just couldn't find any other job to hire me. You're able-bodied. You're of able mind. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And I think you're lazy, and I think you're lying to me, and I think you're lying to yourself, which is even worse. And you just, you know, are coping with the fact that, like, you're a bum, and you didn't want to go get a job like a normal fucking person, you know? It's like, I'm seeing this trend of middle.
There are niggas who have jobs so they can go drink a handle and do an 8-ball. I am not niggas.
Upper class women in America who have endless opportunities, who are just, oh, well, I just had to do this as soon as I turned 18. And no, you didn't. You absolutely didn't. You could have made something of yourself. This is what really frustrates me, guys. And you might be thinking, Helena, I thought you were a feminist. Why are you sitting here for almost 30 minutes right now just insulting women? because I need people to know this. It's so important, and it's not talked about enough on the internet because everybody's just like so afraid to speak their mind because everyone's such a mediator, you know, everyone's such a fucking, you know, oh, well, that's okay, you can do that. That's okay, you can do that. No, it's not. You know what? It's not okay. It's not okay, and it's not a career, and you shouldn't be proud of it. And I'm not an anti-feminist for saying that. It's absolutely true. The biggest lie that the internet has sold in the past few years is that like, oh, OnlyFans is actually like empowering and it's feminist and it's like actually really cool that your job is like filming yourself doing like these, you know, depraved, like disgusting things for a bunch of like men online. And it's really funny that that's like, oh my God, I would never embarrass my family like that. I can't imagine doing that to my family. Okay? I don't care what. I could be making $1 billion a year and I would never do that to my family. I don't care. That's just who I am. And I'm aware that this, a lot of the shit that's going on with like AI and stuff has made me aware that many people just don't have a moral compass at all. And that sucks for them. But for those of you that are still consciously here in your head and you're listening to me right now, and you can recognize the fact that you're alive and you're a woman, please heed my words and do not do this. It is never worth it. I don't care how much money these people make, because I know you've seen the stories about like, who was it? I think it was, I don't know if it was Piper Raquel or another one of them. There are too many for me to keep track of. Also, I really avoid looking at these people because it depresses me, okay? But it was one of them where it's like, oh, I made $1 million on my 18th birthday. It's like, that's so cool. What are you gonna tell people when they ask you how you made $1 million? Are you gonna say, oh, I just like posted some nude pictures and like this whole audience of men was waiting for me to turn 18, so like, yeah, I really got them, I really swindled them. Like, oh, I hate that too, how they try to spin it and they try to make it this whole like girl boss thing. Like,
I know too many girls with OS, bro. And I'd be like, one of them dubbed me. And then hit me up on an alt and was like, yo, we can do some like faceless bitch.
no, but it's like we're so empowered and we're like boss bitches and we're like boss babes because like we're making men like pay for to see us. It's like, it's just pathetic. It's just fucking pathetic. It's like you're willingly prostituting yourself online and you're coping with it by spinning it as like, no, but like they're the weird ones, and it's like, well, sure, but that's a no-brainer. Why are you contributing to it? Like, it's just so embarrassing. I can't even listen to anybody anymore who tries to have that really weird narrative of like, no, like it's actually empowering and it's actually feminist. And yeah, so actually advocating for the pimping out of young girls literally starting on their 18th birthday and the exploitation of teenagers starting on their 18th birthday, that is not feminist. That is not feminist. You are a predator and you are...
It's terrible because there's no one waiting for a nigga, so it's like,
a groomer, okay, for suggesting that. But Helena, I'm a woman, I can't be a predator. Oh, no, that's not true. Anybody can be a predator regardless of gender. In fact, I was literally featured in a Vanity Fair article last month for talking about the Epstein files, specifically Ghislaine Maxwell, because there are a ton of women like her out there, and people just act like, you know, well, no,
I forgot about her.
I'm just trying to put the girls on. I'm trying to put the girls on. What are you trying to put the girls on to? Are you trying to put the girls on to
a list?
You know, drugs and drug addiction and getting physically abused by their managers and their partners and just exploitation for the rest of their lives? Is that like so chic? You're like putting the girls on to becoming professional victims because that's the only thing they can be once they blow up and make it big. Oh, if you think that the story I told earlier about somebody who has 20 subscribers and 2 of them get really offended that she left and they, you know, harass her and bombard her for the rest of her life. If you think that's bad, imagine what these poor girls will have to deal with that brag about, I made $1 million on my 18th birthday. They'll never be free. They will never be free. And you can say, well, Helena, what if I go online 20 years from now and they have a husband and kids and they're fine and they have a normal life and they used all that money from selling pictures of their ass to start a business? Then what?
What are the
then
kids
they've pulled
doing?
ahead of you. Their entire life, anywhere they
Bro, the kids.
go in public, even if they move to a town of 3,000 people in Montana, they will run into somebody that
Ain't you that?
has seen all of them. That is terrifying. Their children will be relentlessly bullied in school no matter where they go, even if they homeschool them. The second any of their family members
How
get
you
on the
get bullied
internet, they're
at
going to receive a ton
home?
of messages, pictures of you know what, okay? Like, they will never be free, even if it appears that way from the surface. And if you thought that this video was really hateful and really horrible, then I apologize that you have been conditioned by this like horrible fucking society and this very porn sick society into thinking that OnlyFans is a career choice and it's empowering and it's okay to let women do that. It's okay to normalize it. No, we need to normalize intelligence and common sense. And you guys know what I say, common sense isn't common, never has been. Maybe it will be in the future. I like to be optimistic. But if you're feeling like really, really fucking heated by this video, I encourage you to go look up testimonials and stories, like I mentioned earlier, of women who have been through the ringer on this and it has ruined their life. I'm not trying to shame people. I'm not trying to bully people. I'm just telling the truth. Actually, I'm trying to help people. My hopes are that any young women, especially young women who have been contacted by these managers or any young woman who has thought about this for even a fraction of a second, I really, really hope that this reaches them, okay? And I really hope that they're able to take something valuable away from it, because it is heartbreaking to me that this is so increasingly common and everybody's just acting like it's chill and it's normal. It's not chill. It's not normal. You're worth way more than your
It's
body.
$5 a
Never
month.
sell it.
Oh,
You're worth way more than $5 a month, girlie. Put it up to 25.
Okay, in any way, shape, or form. Because yes, online prostitution is still prostitution, okay? And it's still sex work, even if it's not.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to tell you about one of the most stressful things I've ever been through in my entire life. And, try to hang in here with me, okay? 2 girlfriends, 1 me, how did it end up playing out, okay? Hard Rock concert. Hard Rock's performing there. She's facing this way. She's looking at me. She's looking at me like this. Oh, yeah, and by the way, here's how they look at me. Girl number 1 be looking at me like,
Hard Rock.
super cutesy, very like,
The
and girl number 2 is like,
cafe?
like there's a lot of like obsession
Or
behind the eyes. And I did like that.
a
You know what I mean? Who
rapper.
wouldn't? Okay, attractive woman, she's crazy about me. But anyway, she's looking at me during that entire concert. I'm like, girl, you're literally missing the performance. But I'm okay with it. We're both like fitted up. We're kind of like caressing each other. And then she says, I think I'm in love with you. And I'm like, because mind you, this is like our 4th or 5th time hanging out. I'm like, how could she possibly be in love with me in this moment? But it's like, what do you say when someone says,
Look at something.
You know how hard it is to exist in everyday life? I mean, you wake up in the morning, roll over out of bed, look at the alarm clock, mad that you're tired and you stayed up late scrolling on TikTok, whatever y'all young guys do. 6, 7, my bad, I'm old. And you realize while looking in the mirror in the bathroom in the morning that, damn, I gotta go about my whole day tired and beat and tattered from the day before. I'm being kind of dramatic, but all I'm saying is life isn't easy. But imagine having life as you know it, but you're blind. Yeah, some people can't see. And that brings us to Northern Florida in 1940.
Namaste.
48 and our story about Ray Charles. This is Ray. Everybody go ahead to the bathroom now. Okay, and make sure that you use the colored bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Can I help you, sir? Seattle? What the f you going to Seattle? Hey man, I'm not looking for no charity, bro. I'm just trying to go to Seattle. I mean, taking you no goddamn 3,500 miles. You're a black. That's too long to be in there with all them whites, you know? You're gonna have to sit in the colored section and it's just too much, okay? We got enough of y'all apes in there as is. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I took a hit to my eyes in Normandy. You were in Normandy, son? Damn, I know they had you on the front lines too, being all black and shit. All right, go ahead and get on the back there, boy. I'll keep an eye on you. And just like that, Ray is on a bus going to Seattle. Well, I'll be honest with you, I had no idea why he was going to Seattle. At the time, I thought, you know, what the f could a blind guy want in Seattle? Maybe the hoes were in Braille in Seattle. But then I realized that Ray was a musician. He was going to get a job. Now this man Ray is on the way to Seattle, and on the way there, he's doing traveling gigs, playing some music with people. Shit, he even played with this guy in the f is this, a tavern? This looks like one of those places you just stumble across in Fallout New Vegas. Who the f is this dude? Anyways, none of that matters. What does matters is Ray is very good at piano and singing and getting hoes. I'm gonna be honest, bro. This dude done more shorties in this movie than I've seen people with regular vision. Like, there's no excuse. And this was all before he was famous. Bro putting that pain in, no vision. Anyways, he ends up going to Seattle and he stops at this little club. And wait a minute, Nick, this Quincy Jones? Now, my man Ray ends up going to this little club and he got this little gig where he can play the piano. And obviously, you know, he's blind. So they're trying to get him accustomed to all this new environment. Now, obviously, this man Ray is a green ass nigga. And just like any other green ass, he's probably going to get taken advantage of. As soon as he goes up here, wait a minute, hold up real quick. And I know damn well he ain't going to this damn club. And who the fuck is this? Yo, is that Tyrion Lannister up there? All right, my fault. I know all dwarfs aren't the same people, bro, but I'm just saying, I feel like I've seen him somewhere. Anyways, as soon as they find out that my man Ray is nice at the piano and singing, that man up there playing that Nat King Cole, they knew that they could take advantage of it. But they got my man in there from Hustle and Flow being his manager? All right, my fault. Clearly, I know who that is, but that's besides the point. Anyways, at this point, they know that they can take advantage of Ray, so they do that. Shit, they even send him to the old Shorty crib. Shorty even tell Gossi that he don't even gotta have a hotel for him. He can stay at her place. I ain't gonna lie, she freaky as hell, bro. Look at this man Ray in the bathroom. You need to get this Gatorade. Bro pouring water on his back. Come on back to bed, Ray. Mama ain't finished. I'm about to put that Snapper 3000 on you. God damn, Snapper 3000. Fuck. This old ass trying to take the sweat up out of back. Fuck. Now at this point, we get a time lapse of all the different shows that Ray and Gossi have been doing. Now Marlene, you know, she on that bullshit. Now at this point, the only thing that's been happening to Ray is he's being taken advantage of, both financially, but also physically. Marlene is basically sucking and fucking this dry. Money and semen all alike. Call this bitch a succubus. But it's not gonna be like that for long. See, at this one show, he meets this guy named Jackie. He comes up to him from Swingtown Records. Now this guy, Jackie Lauderdale, he's somebody that Ray can do some business with. Except Gossi and Marlene got to him first. But the homie Oberyn, that look like Tyrion Lannister. All right, my fault. But he tries to explain to Ray that basically they've been taking 35% off the top, and this man Gossi been getting double the scale as leader. Not even a leader. What is you the leader of? You better go back to Hustle and Flow with that white bitch that sucked dick for microphones, talking about you the leader. But don't worry, because my man Oberyn, he got the business card for Jackie. So my man Ray talked to him himself and got $500 on his advance, and they going on the road. Now at this point, obviously Marlene and Gossi are sick. Their little golden goose is gone. Scratch a liar, find you a thief. That's something that Ray's mama taught him. Now my man Lauderdale takes this man Ray to LA. He listening to all these good musicians, and he meets this named Lawson. He's gonna be playing piano for him. Now Lauderdale and Lawson, they go talk to these two shorties over here. This old ass horny. Hey baby, let me holler at you real quick. Damn, you got the motherfucker crazy dunk. Look like you got a goddamn Tesla Model V on your back. Bitch built like a Cybertruck. Now my man Ray having flashbacks about how he learned to play the piano from this old bro. Got him up there playing 3 notes. Then he ends up getting on the bus and wait a minute, is that Bunk from The Wire? My man Ray up there with a goddamn HBO legend. Now my man Ray on the road, man, and they treating him bad, bro. I mean, they got all the hoes. They traveling to all the places. My man Ray trying to go chill. Niggas talking about only 6 to a cab. Why y'all treat my nigga
Offset got shot outside the Hard Rock?
like he a monster just because he can't see? What the f is that about? Got it bad enough he can't see, now y'all treating him bad. Now my man Ray starting to get paid, you feel me? They got that getting paid in $1 bills. Cause that white dude they was working with before ripped them off. You're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20. Bro, it ain't nothing but dollar bills, nigga. Is you counting them dollars and quarters or some shit? Now, my man Ray is still on tour, you know, getting paid, getting money. But soon, something bad is going to happen. He tries to go in this little back room right here, and it could have happened that night. They in there doing what we like to call in the hood, that dog food, that heroin, that... Damn! They doing scrambled cookie smack, scrambled cookie smack. But they keeping his ass out the room, though. They ain't letting him back there, and I appreciate that. They gonna have my nigga on that shit. Next thing you know, he gonna be singing about his addiction like Dave Blunt. But that nigga finna change it. I can't put down the stuff. I can't put down the stuff. But that nigga about to be high as hell. Boy, that heroin's so strong, it's gonna make him see again. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga gonna be like Daredevil, start seeing shit in vibrations. Anyways, at this point, we get the flashback to the most tragic thing that's ever happened to Ray. And why he keeps seeing these weird ass illusions and having hallucinations. The reason why he keeps seeing water in this little ass boy's arm is because his little brother was playing in the bathtub and slipped and fell in. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. How the fuck did this boy die in this little ass tub? I'm just saying, that tub is little as shit. How the hell didn't that boy get out of that tub? Like, they could have at least depicted that a little better. I'm just saying, because there's no way that little ass tub killed this boy this big. I'm just being real. Anyways, now we know why this man Ray always be stressed out all the time and seeing them weird ass visions and shit. Ray is pretty stressed out about this and depressed, so he ends up going in that back room this time, and they put that motherfucking syringe in his arm. Yep. My man Ray got high as hell. Bro started nodding out and seeing flashbacks of his mom crying at his brother's casket. Oh, my baby. Oh, my God. I could have saved 15% or more on car insurance by switching to Geico, cuz. Mama, what's Geico? It's that shit rich people be getting on their cars just in case they get in a car crash or some shit. And my life is a car crash right now. Now, at this point, my man Ray is stressing out in his flashback, you know, the loss of his brother, things like that. But he has some sort of like degenerative eye disease and he starts going blind. Eventually, he can't do anything. So his mom has to help him try to feel for things and learn how to traverse without his eyesight. Anyways, we keep seeing this man Ray going and playing piano. Look at all the hoes watching this right now. It's ironic he can't watch shit, but the hoes is watching him. That man made one record and got all the hoes, man. He do this thing where he start feeling on the women, you know, talking about, man, I had my eye on you all night, baby. Oh, hold on now, what the f? Oh, that's a huge bitch. Anyways, my man Ray continues to do work, but eventually he bunked from the wire, doesn't want to pay him in fucking dollar bills. So Ray gets mad. He thinks that he's being cheated. So he starts attacking this nigga, bro. I can't believe my eyes, bro. I didn't think my man Ray had it in him. He tackled this big ass nigga over the table. Bro fell on this big ass nigga like he was a waterbed. Now this dude, Emmett Erdigem, or I'm gonna just call him Emmett, he ends up popping up at this man Ray at his hotel room and tells him that he could pay him 5 cents a record, and then if he keeps thinking pennies, he's gonna get pennies. Well, my boy, you know, I'm gonna keep it a van with you. Every penny counts, man. I got somebody telling me they'll give me 7 cents per record. You talking about 5? That's 2 less pennies, nigga. Now, I'm blind, and I might be some dumb, but I ain't plumb dumb. 2 cents per record. If I sell 100 records, that's $2, cuz. $2, like, that's a lot of fucking dollars. You know what I can get with $2, bitch? I could buy your wife with $2. Anyways, my man Ray decides to do work with Emmett. They tell him that they can make him a good record, get him 5 cents a record, and you know, shit. He said, fuck it, let's do it. They even got this man a live band. They going crazy. Yo, this is back in like 1950 something, and this man microphone is better than mine right now. Like, bro, I gotta step my game up. I mean, I do got a good mic. They said Michael Jackson recorded Thriller on the mic that I use, which is actually true. I looked it up, but I'm just saying, that's crazy. This got the fucking...
That wasn't even out. It might have been. My nigga. This microphone sucks. I have it.
Fire ass mic in there, and it's 1950. Now this man Emmett telling this dude Ray that the little songs that he be doing, you know, that down south shit, it's cool, but you gotta tweak it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a little hit record I called a mess around that I made. You talking about, I be at the grill with the barbecue, 445 and I'm shooting too, mess around. Ooh, mess around and find out. I got a brand new switch out. Mess around. 5 for 5, mess around. Boy, I would have been back then making goddamn trap bounce music, boy. I'd have been going crazy. Anyways, after this, my man Ray ends up meeting this little shorty. This shorty is the person that he's gonna end up marrying, having kids with, living the rest of his life with. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, he raised her up with crazy senses. Bro, talking about, man, I hear a hummingbird outside. First off, what type of fucking ears do you have, my boy? Now, you know I can hear a hummingbird outside, man. You know they flap their wings 1,000 times a second. Ray, I think that's a myth. Yo, real quick, man, you know when I say real quick, I got another banger. Bang, yeah, I can hear every individual flap. I'm blind, but you know what I'm saying? I got super hearing and super touch too. I could touch on you if you want, you know what I'm saying? And just tell you what I see, you feel me? If you want to, you know, my bad. I'm getting excited thinking about it. You sound like you look good as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, I like your music, but I be wondering when I'm gonna hear the real Ray Charles. You know, I got this new song I'm working on. I think you would be good at it. A new song? What is it? Turn on the lights. I'm looking for her. I'm looking. Motherfucker, that's Future, bro. But you trying to sing Future to me, and I'm trying to have a future with you. You feel me? Now, my man Ray ends up walking her home, and he tries to kiss her, but she's a woman of class, so she feels like they're moving a little too fast, you know? But that doesn't really deter Ray. He still tries, and I told you, this man has impeccable riz. He's like the...
He can't.
Duke Dennis of blind men, though he still pulled Della. Got this shorty laying on his chest not too long after that. Shorty at the crib smoking her shit. Bro downstairs playing piano for her, all types of shit, bro. He talking about, she take my money when I'm in need. You feel me? Going crazy, you feel me? Oh, she a trifling Brandon D. Oh, she a gold digger way over there. That big homie. Yo, this man was going stupid, you feel me? This man made this banger, bro, and he was about to get told he wasn't going on tour, you feel me? Because apparently the shorty that was on the tour with him got pregnant. But hey, he played this and they gotta take him on tour, you know what I'm saying? So they bringing him around people that's, you feel me, willing to invest money into his vision, get him on the road and get him making that paper, that Skrilla, you know what I'm saying? Now this man Ray, you know what I'm saying, he going on tour, he doing this thing, bro. But people don't like the fact that he's turning gospel music into whatever his music is. Man, they be mad as shit, bro. This one dude and his wife, they popped up in there while he's singing this song, talking about, man, that's devil music. You giving money to Satan. Well, first off, excuse me, you need a breath mint. It smell like Satan to hit the back of your throat, my boy. Smell like he got tonsil stones in this shit, bro, respectfully. Now at this point, my man Ray got B pregnant. I mean, I'm talking about real pregnant. And he about to go on tour, but unfortunately, she goes upstairs to grab his bag. And in that bag is that dope. I'm not gonna hold you. My man Ray, he be on that shit. I told you, man, he on that smack, man. This nigga talking about, if I felt like this was jeopardizing me, the music, then I wouldn't even do it. Like, first off, nigga, it's jeopardizing your health. You look like a fiend.
Is that a R. Kelly voice?
Right now, I feel bad for B. I ain't gonna lie, she too bad to be going through that. Now at this point, he's on tour, and him and B getting into it doesn't lead to anything good. This nigga just starts cheating, and women singers for his tour, doing that little wrist thing he does. Oh, look at me, I'm blind, and you know, I don't know what's going on. Please feel bad for me. Please love me. Let me love you. Ain't shit, bro. He be fucking on shorties, getting high. It's terrible. Got his motherfucking wife calling for him and shit, while he got a shorty in a hotel bed. Anyways, now B ends up calling him and he goes home because, well, his baby's here. Look at my man Ray, a brand new daddy, a cheating daddy, but a daddy at that. Do you want to hold him? Go ahead, put your hand right here. That's what you came in here for, is to hold him. That's your daddy. God damn, this baby heavy as shit, bro. What the fuck you been feeding this baby, man? Baby feel like he eat more than me, cuz. Ray, you're not holding a baby. That's a bag of cinder blocks. What the bitch, you should have told me I'm blind. Now at this point, Ray has a flashback about how he went home one day and he ended up tripping over a chair. He was asking for his mom's help, but his mom didn't answer. It's not because his mom doesn't love him, but because she knew eventually he was going to have to figure this whole seeing without eyes thing on his own, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it does, you know, tough love is going to make him figure shit out. I get that. Now he's probably not going to figure anything out with his mom enabling him, but at some point it's like, God damn, shorty, you just gonna let this figure.
Is he about to leave the kid?
Your shit out? You don't have eyes. Shit, even blind got the Be My Eyes app. I'm just saying. Be feeling bad for Ray, bro. This almost put his hand in flames. My mixtape was in there. I ain't gonna hold you. But he ends up using his ears and he hears a cricket and he picks it up, listens to it. He even knows that his mama's there watching him. I can hear you too, mama. You're right there. Anyways, continuing the story, after the shitty ass cheating dad does his thing, Ray's back on tour again. Hello, Marianne. You sure look good, bitch, with that nasty wig on your head. Bitch, that ain't no horse. Bitch, that ain't Brazilian. Bitch, you smell like fish. Must be pescatarian. That didn't even rhyme, nigga. Now, after Marianne continues to be a hoe and tries to basically get this man Ray to give her a solo and more job on the tour, he realizes, bitch, I don't even need you. And you kind of sound bad on the beat. So what he decides to do is to go get 3 Mariannes, but not Marianne because, you know, that bitch clashed with the beat. He ends up going to get this 3-girl group called the Cookies. Now, the Cookies, there's one member there in particular who's eventually going to start replacing what Marianne is doing. This doesn't sit well with her, obviously, for multiple reasons. Now, these girls become the Raylets, and this bitch got some riz on her, talking about, does that mean we gotta let Ray? I ain't gonna lie, she's kind of smooth. Now, Marianne is getting very jealous about the attention that this girl is giving Ray. She hates it, actually. She's getting replaced, and I mean, she can tell. Ray's doing what he can to throw her ass off, give her a little solo here, a little thing to do here, but in reality, this doesn't really like Marianne that much, and I can tell. Now, Marianne eventually sees this shorty end up Ray. She packs her bags and cracks his windshield, and well, she's on her way. Now this bitch Margie, she a ride or die bitch, bro. I mean, to the point where she's willing to help this man Ray do fucking heroin and do it with him. Like, bitch, you out of pocket, bro. You talking about you just want to be a part of this. I just want to be a part of this, Ray. Ray had sex with me in the bathroom floor and let me shoot this dope up with you. Hey, bitch, you gotta calm down, bro. This some horse tranquilizer right here, bro. This that shit, man. This shit gonna change you. Like, your body gonna start morphing into something else. Your hormones gonna be off. Your baby's gonna come out with fucked up shit. But I ain't gonna lie, like, I mean, all types of disabilities and shit because you on that heroin. You know what I'm saying? You doing smack and them kids gonna come out like they got smack. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even care, Ray. I love you. Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying. Now, a couple things happen after this. My man Ray's son has a birthday. He keeps going on tour with people. And Ray runs into a track list problem. Got too many goddamn songs, so they decided to split it up, have a side A, side B thing, which is crazy. I'm like, this nigga Ray the first person to do that, or like like real shit. Now Ray and B end up moving to LA. They end up moving to this big ass house. I ain't gonna lie, that joint is nice. Now obviously this man is in LA and it's hot as shit, so what is this, the summer, maybe close to the fall, the spring, I don't know, bro, but this nigga got Christmas trees up, hella presents, and this bitch Marge called him while he's spending time with his family, talking to this nigga, surprise, I came to LA. Like, bitch, I'm with my wife right now. Ray, when I'm on the road, I miss Ray Charles. Oh, bitch, you was not Miss Ray Charles, man. You was delusional. And that bitch, I can smell the heroin and alcohol on you right now through the phone, man. You need to sit the fuck down somewhere. Bitch tweaking. This bitch Marge is tripping, bro. She got the studio sessions, getting drunk and shit. So my man Ray, man, you know, they got the new 8 tracks. He like, fuck it. This Ray recorded his own back vocals on the tracks. He's going crazy. Now, Ray's manager is talking to him about his contract with Atlantic and how it's going to be expiring in 15 months. Now, obviously, you know, he with Atlantic, bro. They looked out for him. They did their thing with him. But he basically got a deal where he get his own masters and 75 cents per dollar. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I would have took that deal too. It's tripping. So my man takes the deal. And this nigga got live orchestras and shit, bro. I mean, they brought in everybody, the whole kit and caboodle for my guy. Oh my God, he's got a damn opera in here? Georgia, the home of the big booty bitches. They walk around like a old sweet song, and they wearing a old sweet thong. Oh, that skinny lace on that thong. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, boy, I'm down bad. I ain't gonna lie. It's been about 6 months since I had my goddamn diddler fondled and broken down and slurped. I'm going through it. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. Not a sex addict or anything. Everything makes me think of her. Anyways, yo, my man Quincy Jones ends up popping up on Ray. You remember back in the day, man? He was a kid when he first seen him. Shit, now my getting paper, doing his own thing. You feel me? Now Quincy says that him and Ray need to record something together. You know how that shit go. Anyways, back in Harlem, my man Ray's playing the piano, doing his thing, and well, his mistress, she's being annoying. She keeps fucking running to the bathroom and throwing up and shit. Now she tries to explain to him that I'm not throwing up because I'm drunk. I'm pregnant. Now, this interaction led to Ray trying to basically manipulate her. Hey, baby, you know I care about you. I need you to, take that goddamn, you know what I'm saying, abortion. You feel me? Get that baby out of you. Got demon seed in you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And, Ray take care of everything. Like, first off, manipulating ass, calm down. But it led to her being very angry and making hit the road jack with him. Hit the road jack, and don't you come back no more. I ain't gonna lie to you though, you feel me? You know how that should go. Anyways, at this point, it's strictly business between them, and well, she ends up leaving him. But she tells him at this time, she gotta go do her own thing. Go solo. She on a hit record. She gotta do something for her. This high as hell, talking to her about a damn hummingbird like she B. She not B. Now at this point, my man Ray high as hell. And every time he get high, he always having these flashbacks, seeing these memories of things that once were. Please don't make me go away, mama, please. Now at this point, you feel me, he's having a flashback about his mom sending him away to a special school. This man Ray didn't want to go, but he did. And thankfully he did though, because he got super educated, and now look at him, making millions of dollars, going on tour with the baddest of hoes, sipping codeine lean, but in the form of shooting it in his arm. Lean's an opioid. Not as strong as fucking heroin, but whatever. Same thing. Can't put down the cup. All right, my fault. But at this point, my man Ray is on tour, and he ends up going to this place in Georgia where, well, it was segregated. He doesn't want any segregation. Fuck that. I'm in Georgia. This is where I'm from. I want black people to be able to enjoy my music. Now, Georgia ends up going to court with this and makes it so Ray is banned. He can't ever perform in Georgia again. It's fucking crazy, bro. Like, what? Anyways, my man Ray don't give a fuck about this shit. He does. He hurt by it, but he gonna keep getting high, keep making music. Nah, that shit go. Now they start fucking with Ray after this though, reporting him to the police, doing all kinds of fucked up shit. Cops even ransack him in his hotel at one point. Bro in there with fucking heroin, which is a felony at the time. Man, they had the news reporters in there taking pictures of him and all types of shit, bro. Treating him like a circus act. Like, bro, I'm just trying to shoot up a little dope in my arm. How dare y'all take these pictures of me? And also, why do they have camera flashes that would literally destroy the light bulbs? Like, yo, can y'all come up with a better way to make a flash, bro? Like, what the fuck? Now, my man Ray is back home after this, singing sad songs, playing piano, and also getting told off by his wife. Ray, you need to take care of yourself. You keep shooting up this dope. It's just up. Like, literally, you need to take care of yourself better. Doesn't make any sense. Man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. Nah, in the middle of their conversation, he gets a phone call and ABC ends up getting his case thrown out because the police didn't have a warrant. B thinks that they paid him off, but I'm gonna be honest, it's probably the latter. These niggas probably actually didn't have a damn warrant. You know how dirty ass police be. Now, you gotta realize with addicts like this, man, they're not gonna change a thing about themselves until they hit rock bottom. It's just, it is what it is. And the same's here with my man Ray. He's not gonna get better until he has to. Now, my man Ray, he's still on tour after this, still getting high, still trying to get by, but he wants to change his music some, try something a little more deep and dark. Now, they advised against this at the label, but when he signed the contract, they promised him 100% freedom to be able to make music how he wanted to, so they let him, and shit worked out. He ended up running into this guy who basically feels like fucking Flavor Flav of this type of music, just setting the lighting for him correctly, he introducing him on stage like the best hype man ever. I mean, I like that country music, man. Hey, Joe, come over here real quick. Hey, man, what's up with you, man? Hey, Joe, I remember you, man. You used to have a little radio show and shit, right? Yeah, I came a long way since then, though, Ray. Hey, man, you know me, man. I lowered them lights for you. Made you look real nice on stage. Now, they keep going on tour all over the world at this point. Him and this man, Joe. But things slowly started getting dark for him as his old mistress ended up dying. But she had a son that she kept of his. She'd been sending money to her every single month for the kid already. Now, B had to hear this for the first time, which really didn't sit well with her, but this man Ray is actually really sad about it. Things move along after this, and then we enter the problem with Ray and his personnel. His employees, specifically Fathead, came late, so Joe said he's fined $50, which led to this big ass disagreement. Man, Ray's trying to run a business, shouldn't have to waste time hearing why people was late. Man, I ain't talking to you, Joe, I'm talking to Ray. Now, right now, I know, man, come on, you know them cats to do whatever you ask, man. It's running a business crap, man, you gonna lose good people, man. You the leader, man, come on now. Man, you know what, Joe? Man, this ain't the same as the boys back in the day and shit, man. I know about everything, man. I'm just trying to figure out how you did it, man. Man, you been taking 10 off the top. You been doing side deals with promoters and shit, man. What the f you think you is, man? Man, we supposed to be like brothers. Hey, if we was like brothers, Ray, how come we paying Jeff more than me, man? Man, you broke my motherfucking heart, man. And he broke my heart a long time ago, man. Shit kind of sad when you think about it, man. Him and Jeff been together for the long haul. And just like that, Jeff come along and Ray find out this been stealing from him. But here come this man Joe and he find out Jeff been stealing this whole time. Now shit get bad for my man at this point. Really bad. He had to let go of his mans. He got caught smuggling. This is facing federal time because he technically smuggled drugs to another country. I just had a little bit of pills in my pocket, bitch. Now, he's at rock bottom. Remember I told you earlier, ain't gonna get help until they hit that rock bottom. You feel what I'm saying? So my man Ray, well, gotta go to rehab, cuz. They try to make me go to rehab. And I said, hell yeah, I need that, cuz. So he go to rehab after B tells him that he's gonna lose everything, his music included. This is tripping, sweating, throwing up. This also led to one of the funniest ass scenes of all time, bro. Started tweaking out in the bed and went and threw up when he had the red Tron on. Hey, yo, chill. I seen this shit on my everywhere, bro. Instagram and everything, yo. Well, this be still sharing this shit, but this should be having me weak. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? He has a flashback and his mom tells him that he can get through anything. And I think this is what he needed to see. His brother told him it's not his fault and he forgives him. But that was like the biggest thing. I think he was blaming himself for what happened with his brother and shit. And after this, my man Ray, he kept making music. He was clean. And in 1979, you remember he had got banned back in 1961. So they undid it. They gave him an honor, told him that he could play in Georgia anytime he wanted. And my man Ray Charles went on to be one of the greatest musicians that ever lived. A true legend. Rest in peace to my Ray Charles.
R.I.P. I'm ending stream. I'm going to sleep. Okay, y'all. This gonna be clipped hella though, good shit.